Hello and welcome. So I'm gonna move myself a little bit over, otherwise I'm gonna be sitting on your chat. Also, yeah, welcome in. It's been a while since you were here, Lazy. How are you doing? And I'm not smiley. Unless, if you mean Lazy, maybe, since I'm pretty sure Blobfish is smelly. Also, how often do you switch your profile pictures? This is the second in the last 2 days, the last week or so. I don't know. It's weirding me out a little, looking at the background color and general color palette. It's pretty hard to distinguish. It is flowing into each other a bit too much. The outlines are not really defined. Art critic. But yeah, it's been a while since I did a just chatting stream. I don't know, they are usually fun, but often enough I don't know. I'm first of all addicted to some of the games, plus I don't know, there's not much to do. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I gotta look something up. Sketchy also abandoned me today. She's mean. There it is. Working? I guess so. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. And I'm probably not gonna be on too long since I'm gonna be at work tomorrow and the throat is a little bit sore. I don't know why, but I have had some issues for a few days, so not the best conditions for chatting. But it's just a little bit of pain. Pain is just temporary, so it's fine. I'm also thinking about maybe doing some art. I don't know. Since just chatting alone is I don't know. I need something to fill fidget with. Okay, that works. Ah, the pain. Ah. 1 second. Gotta look something up on Discord. There we go. Yeah. I forgot what I wanted to do. I'm not big brain. I know I promised Chris that I would make some art, so I might do that today, but we will see. I actually have Krita open, but I gotta look at the tablet program if it's running. Since last time it had some issues. Ugh. We could also do some memeing around, since photoshopping is funny. One sec. Also, I switched up the Skyrim background music to something more, I don't know, chill. It's Slime Ranger. I was jump scared. Coco just kicked the cage. That's not good. Also, yeah, my masterpiece is still here. I know that was because I switched scenes, so half the messages didn't go up unless there were a lot more, and I haven't seen them. Nah, it's because I switched the scene before. Lazy. Don't you have the same problems? If I now it's not the big issue since the scenes are so the chat is on both scenes, but if I start stream after a message was sent, the message is lost, at least on stream. Oh yeah, the thing is, you never have a waiting room. With Prism. Now the issue is I have the waiting room open before stream starts, and if someone has a message in the waiting room, I don't know, an hour ago, and then I start streaming, it doesn't show up. It's only new messages after stream started. So I don't know. That usually works. Prism. Okay. Software. Okay, yeah. Might look into it. Prism Live Studio, I guess. Yeah. I was looking through it, and it is mainly graphic stuff. So it's main. If you Google Prism, you get 3D or graphic design stuff. I hate the bottom thing on the website, but yeah, maybe I will look into it. The website is weird though. I don't know. It's too twinkly. Also, Sketchy, what do you think? Isn't that capturing your beauty? I'm still proud of the body. Not gonna lie, the body looks awesome. That's peak female performance. Especially lazy-eyed woo mouth. Peak. Don't frown at me. You are the mean one. I'm just the truthful one. I just show you the truth. Actually, now that I have it open, 1 second. It's a P. Yeah, I need. Okay, I can draw. Don't cry. It only makes it worse. Trust me. There we go. See? Now... now it's perfect, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. This is peak British woman performance. You're not even gonna argue it in chat? Coco is awake. Coco is cute and cuddly. 1 sec. I'm trying to capture her. Okay, she went to bed. She abandoned me. 1 second. I don't know why this is behaving weirdly, but I should have picked the right color, obviously, but I don't know. Too lazy. I know you wanna abandon me again. I know. I know you wanted to stream at this time, more or less. But I don't know, I was tired. So I didn't really stream earlier, since I wanted to sleep a little. And I don't know. We could prepare something for a future stream. One second. We need this one. We need this one. We need this. It's gonna be fancy meme stuff. Also, why the hell did it? Why doesn't it? It's different. Usually there's supposed to be color, not a normal layer, but this is not a normal layer. I don't like this. It's maybe new. I don't want a composite. I want a normal layer, please. Critter is abandoning me. Okay, for you it's not showing up, but I broke Critter. I know. I'm very motivated recently. Not gonna lie. I don't like this. It's different than usual. Where's the layer? Okay, I might have done a oopsie here. Okay, here it is. I don't know how I did it. What did... Might have been the animation. Where fucking stuff up, but yeah, there we go. BRB. Yeah. Oops. I accidentally closed music. Here we go. Also, I recently broadened my English vocabulary. I don't know how I didn't, I don't know, make that connection. It's like back when I basically learned English to a better degree, I didn't really think about it, but then I watched Futurama in English, and just then I realized a bender is called bender because he's bending a bending unit, so bending metal bars. Also probably because he is alcoholic, and having a bender is, yeah, basically drinking yourself to death. But yeah, I never noticed that, and I think yesterday I realized trench coat refers to trenches, like World War War trench coat. It's the coat they wore in trenches. I don't know how I never made that connection. I might be a little stupid. Wanted to do... Oh yeah, I wanted to find the folder. Since I'm gonna do funsy stuff, I'm gonna copy Sketchy, but make it better. But I gotta find the thumbnail folder. It's basically making a meme thumbnail. It's gonna be funny. Trust. Okay. I think if I put those here, you will know what. Why isn't it transparent? You will basically know what I'm working on. I'm gonna be, I don't know, doing a hear me out tier list since it seemed funny. I never really did tier lists like that, but might as well. There we go. Photoshop genius. I should get I need a screenshot for background. I'm very prepared. Here we go. Need this one. Need the snap tool. I'm very efficient. It's fine. Save as. I need this one here. And yeah, if I save stuff, it's mainly just me smashing my keyboard, literally. There we go. Here. Got that. We gotta boost the thing a little. Second, make it a little bigger. So I don't like that there's a Twitter thing up here, so we're gonna remove that. i.e. easy. I don't know. Why do I not have the standard pan in here? Yikes. I like the standard pan. It's pretty shit, but it's also standard, so it usually works. Now we gotta move this one down. Obviously, before where would we put that? We gotta make a thumbnail stuff, so we gotta be over the top. Where would Vaporeon be at? Dark. Your spelling is always a mystery. Especially on Discord, since you know on Discord there is a edit function, so you don't have to correct yourself with a second message. You can just correct your previous message. I'm kind of certain you're not aware of that. I don't know. Those were the two big things where people are very weird with those two characters. Also, we gotta cut off some of her feet. I don't enjoy it, but probably nah. Select. I wanna have. We need the ears. A little bit of the tip won't hurt. I need another character. I don't know. We got a rage bait. Which character would be perfect for this? Also, I guess we're just gonna do it this way. Why didn't I do it this way right away? I don't know. I'm dumb. Oops. Remove, please. Ooh, I have the perfect character. You can't see it, but I'm struggling here. I have a good idea. We could put just the British on the tier list. I think when I do the tier list, I gotta do something like just the British, since everyone knows the Brits are weird. Okay, got an email. I don't like having my phone on vibrate, but I gather because of job applications, I despise it. Ooh, hello, how are you doing? Oh yeah, I need to folder. You just woke up? Nice. Having a nice nap. Pretty based. We could work on this. With this. I don't know if I like it enough. Let's remove all the trash first, and then see what happens. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, I don't like this. You can go. You disgust me. Remove. I hate when it's not nicely done. The shading, they made basically a PNG but added shading, which destroys it. I don't like that. That's trash behavior. You're not supposed to do that. Oh, that would be funny. Just uploading a lot of not the AI images, something worse. Finding all the images where people want PNGs from, and just uploading stuff with non-transparent background. I don't know. We could use this art. Yeah, I know. At least, Sketchy, you are not the worst editor of images I ever saw in the VTuber community. I had to scold several other VTuber before because they just didn't manage to I don't know get simple stuff chroma keyed out, and it hurts me. Obviously, yeah, I'm scolding you pretty often as well. Actually, you know what I need to do something. I need to do something important. I'm gonna fix sketchy art. I know, I'm probably a 10 times worse artist than her, but I'm probably more autistic and better at photo editing than her. I'm not. I'm usually pretty precise with my chroma keying. Even here, this is probably one of the worst images to do, but I did it. Semi successfully. This art style is cool, but this is basically the worst nightmare. Having what's it called? Green colored in general is pretty annoying to chroma key. Also, we need something else here, something clickbaity. I want to have a funny thumbnail. I had an idea. I have an idea. I think people will agree that it is funny clickbaity. It's not gonna be sketchy. She's British. Not sure if nah, she's not British. If I were able to think of the name, I know the name of the character. I have no idea how to spell it or pronounce it, but I have ideas. It's yeah. Found it. Let's see. I need a decent sized PNG, please. Let's hope they were not as mean as I want to be. Okay, this one could work, but yeah, let's try it. I hate hunting for PNGs. At least over here it's easy, since it's just whatever. This lady, I don't know. The internet was super into her. She I didn't play a game and know of her, but she is weirding me out. I don't know. I don't know. Sketchy is probably gonna smash her. I don't know. She reminds me a little bit of a mixture of Albedo and what's her name? Vampire lady. But no, that's not bad. Yeah. I don't know. Let's save it for now. I'm not sure what to do with it. But I know I'm gonna fix art with the power of my genius. Here we go. We gotta fix this one. I'm pretty sure most people can spot it immediately. At least if they are, I don't know, have the same brain issues as me. Here we go. And I'm gonna taunt her because I don't know. It's funny. So why isn't it in the middle? What did I do to you? No. Okay, there we go. So I think anyone who has some I don't know, digital art practice immediately can see that it is made with symmetry X, and she painted outside of the lines. I saw that. Sadly, I saw that. The first thing I saw was basically that. It's probably not a good thing. It's, but here, and that was it. I think. Nah, there was this one. Immediately. The rest is fine, but something like that physically hurts me. I don't know. And you can cry all you want. I'm gonna be making it better. Since it's easier to use usually if it's kinda smaller. So let's make it nice and small. Should be still somewhat symmetrical, so it's not an issue in using it anywhere. There we go. It's better. Quite an old image. It is probably not even half a year old. It's a few months at most. Gee. fixed it. You're welcome, Sketchy. Nah, it's never 6 months old. Never. It's probably 2 or 3. A second, I gotta find this one. Gotta find that. Yeah. Hope you're happy now. Also, should I sleuth and expose her for the lie she has? It's never 6 months old. No, that's not it. Should be in here. Okay, I can't find it. I don't know where I found it. It's not in the timeline. But I can confidently say it's at least a second. You can scroll up to the art I made, since that's for sure before she made this one. 3 months. So it's not even 3 months old. I am right. I'm always right. Suck. And Sketchy's late again. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be streaming for too long today, since I'm feeling my throat hurt. I know, you're watching me, but I'm still judging you. Am I not allowed to? Yeah, I'm not sure. You're usually not that mean, but I wouldn't put it past you to go on stream and be like, yeah, the reason I'm late is because I was watching him. Also, hello, Slap. That's a fun name. Slapping people. I want to slap people again. It has been years. What's funny? Also, slap. There is yeah, there is a German word for it, which is not age appropriate because I don't know. In Austria, it means slap. In Germany, it means vagina. And I think even as a teenager, I didn't know. I thought it just meant slap. It was not. It was an interesting day when I found out. Sketchy. Nah, she's sketchy VT. You always gotta say the VT. Yeah, German is a weird language, but it's because of not quite German. It's because of two different dialects that developed a bit separate, I guess. So the word, I think no one, I think no one under the age of, I don't know, let's say 30 uses the word unless they are some country pumpkin or a memeing around. But yeah. Ooh, a first time victim. I know. I would have remembered. I like short names. I remember short names. Now I think 1 second. I have the wrong image. No, I didn't have the gun image here. I think it's worth. Since I gotta bestow my what's it called? I gotta show my superiority over slapping. Where is it? Hey, image. Hey, why doesn't it work? Yeah, now it should be here. There we go. New here and not allowed to leave again. It's not a cold. It's a happy place for everyone. I moved myself over here since I was doing critter stuff. I can move myself to the middle of the screen. I don't eat. I eat flesh. You are vegetarian. You shouldn't eat flesh. You... Yeah, she's more into cannibalism than me, and she's vegetarian, so... And I'm not even playing the cold game today. I think we scared him off. And I think I need a bigger gun. I also eat meat. Yeah, Sketchy is a vegetarian, but is weirdly into cannibalism. I don't know why. Something is wrong with her, but she's British, so yeah. Oh, your internet cut off. I thought I scared you off. I was already contemplating of getting a bigger gun for the emote, since the bigger the gun, the more scared people are, the less, I don't know, it will run away. Yeah, I don't know. British and cannibalism. It's weird with her. I know why she's into cannibalism. I think, I'm not sure how well known it is, but basically all the man-eater animals, so all the tiger or whatever that became man-eater, had some issues with the teeth, so they couldn't hunt the normal prey, and instead they went after humans. British teeth are completely a mess, like Sketchy's teeth for sure, so the only prey she can pursue is humans. I made the link between cannibalism, man-eaters, and British people. I think I should publish a study. I'm a genius. And yeah, human flesh is supposed to taste kinda nasty. I only steal organs. I am a capitalist, not a cannibal. I think I gotta play RimWorld again. RimWorld we gotta make an organ farm again. Britain. Yeah, the British. Yeah, they are kind of weird. But at least they are not the French. We can all agree. I don't know when, but it's just started, and it's funny shitting on the French. And even worse than French are the French Canadian, obviously. I don't know why. It just started at one point, and yeah, French Canadians are on my bad people list. Also, so Adam and Eve, they already hated. Was one of them French? So one of them hated the other one, or did they just hate the concept of French people? Did they know there will be French people in the future, and they already hated the concept? That's the kind of religious talk we need to discuss more. I think it's actually not like anyone really hates the French, but everyone likes to make fun of the French. They didn't get kicked out of heaven. We gotta be very accurate here. They got kicked out of what's it called? The Garden of Eve. I think is that the English name? I don't know. They got kicked out of paradise. Let that be French. Nah, I don't like the language. It's pretty weird. They wanted me to learn it. Yeah, Garden of Eden. That's it. What the hell is it called? I don't even remember the German word. I don't know. It's probably the dementia. But yeah, I think memeing on the French is everyone's favorite pastime, and most French people probably find it funny. Aside of the actual weird French people, since there are actual some French that are super nationalist, whatever. Yeah, 1 second, Garden of Eden, it's... 1 second. I gotta use Google Translate to translate English to my native language. I'm that far gone. Garden. Okay, now we have Garden Eden, which is Garden Eat. So it's basically the English version, just basically 1-to-1, but Germified. Then I thought of something else. There is something else that is pretty weird. Has a weird name where I couldn't even think of an English translation. Yeah, I know, but it's a meme of the French that they are very into French. So France, that they think they often have a very superiority complex. At least that's a huge meme, and it's probably somewhat true, like most memes that of that kind. But obviously, most people are just chill. I think she abandoned us. She broke up with us. Oh, okay. I thought you broke up with me. Yeah, she's probably preparing for stream since she's already late to her own. She's a mess like that. Yeah. I still don't know how, aka eating, you can eat on the stream. Just label it as a mukbang ASMR. I don't know. I wouldn't be too comfortable. Actually, I did eat on stream once or twice. Yeah, I know her for a while. She's also a VTuber. But I'm the chill kind of person that's just, I don't know, here, chill, won't blast your eardrums, is organized, is punctual, and she is the one ADHD kid. Nah, she's a bit more chaotic, but she's also very nice and fun. And she's for sure not holding a shank against me, forcing me to say that. Help. She's probably gonna stab me one day. I'm pretty sure when I eventually go to Britain, at one point, she will wait there on the airport with the knife. I looked into, I don't know why, I looked into housing prices. I don't know. That's some of my guilty pleasure. A few people do like window shopping on Amazon and whatever, or look into clothing they want to buy and so on. They, I liked, instead of looking for clothing or whatever, I like to look for houses and apartments. I don't know why, but I was looking for houses in Britain, and British houses are cheap compared to Austria. You get a house for 150k. That's almost impossible over here. Yeah, if I come over, we have to meet up, and I'm gonna wear a stab-proof vest. I'm not even German. But yeah, in Britain, houses are super cheap. In South Africa, since I was going down the rabbit hole, an English-speaking country that's cheap to live in. No, yeah, nobody wants to live in Birmingham, but it's not just Birmingham. Outside of London, over here, the housing, it got cheaper apparently, since I saw houses that are actually affordable. But over here, a house under 150 bucks, impossible. She, according to Sketchy, Birmingham is the place where you get stabbed, for absolutely certain. So I gotta train and slap through first. Gotta slap some people. Now, my combat strategy, now that I think about it, punching people is evil. You don't punch people. That's inciting violence and yeah, whatever. My thing is, I poke people. I literally had a friend of mine. He was annoying me and came from behind and touched my head. So I hate that. He knew that, and I turned around and poked him into his stomach, so perfectly into his sternum, and he flew back at least half a meter, and till this day, he insists I punched him. I just poked him with 2 fingers. Literally. Yeah, it seems sketchy. I'm pretty sure Sketchy had some involvement there. Or in general, I'm pretty sure the British public, that Jack the Ripper, the ghost of Jack the Ripper, is probably the collective, I don't know, British stabbingness. The pastime of stabbing is collected into the essence and became Jack the Ripper, and that's probably what killed the Queen. Clocking fingers. Also, yeah, the Queen is obviously immortal since she drank liters of Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea gold, obviously. If you know the meme, you are real. Yeah, Jack the Ripper is a manifestation of the British willingness of stabbing. Did you hear that? My jaw just cracked. Oh well. Jack the Ripper is just a manifestation of British stabbingness. I should do more just chatting streams. I'm laying groundwork for revolutionized theories. How British people are cannibals because of the bad teeth, and Jack the Ripper. I solved the mystery of Jack the Ripper. That would be the best clickbait title ever. Yeah, sketchy. You gotta go onto your throne and put a stab-proof vest on there, please. Please put a stab-proof vest on your throne. And I'm gonna do the same. And if someone buys the stab-proof vest, I'm gonna go and visit you. But not before that. That would be so funny. I need the gear for Britain. I'm not gonna go there without the protection. But yeah, I know who Jack the Ripper is. It's me. Oh, my jaw. I think I'm falling apart. Yeah, I'm not German. It's always a fun thing. Especially having people guess without knowing my accent or whatever. Have people guess what country I'm from. Also, you gotta go to stream. Abandoning you, breaking up with me again. You will have me in the background muted. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be streaming it as well, since I'm falling apart. My left side is broken. My jaw hurts, my throat hurts. I think I'm dying. I'm getting old. But yeah, have a nice stream, Sketchy. I'm gonna stop by and bully you probably later. Like usual. I don't stab people here. I bully people. I don't know. Since a few days, my left side of my throat hurts a little bit, especially while swallowing, and I'm too lazy to go to the doctor. And my jaw just cracked, so I don't know. It seized a little bit and cracked, so it's nothing too bad. And my whole body, I don't know. I'm probably just a misprint. Now, currently my body is actually not in the worst shape ever, but yeah, obviously there are some dings and cracks all over. Injuries happen from time to time. But at least, currently, my scars don't hurt anymore. Good thing. Since, I think, 2 months or so ago, for some reason, most of my scars just started to hurt again. I don't know why, and it's annoying. It's not a problem, it's not painful enough to be actually an issue, but it's just annoying. Okay, you are the first one who said Chinese or Filipino. I have a few people be like, yeah, British, Irish, I think Scandinavian, some stuff. But Chinese or Filipino, first ever. Sketchy always thinks my accent is very obvious. But yeah, I have a slight British accent, I guess, since yeah, I mainly learned British English in school, so you pick up some British mannerism. Yeah, it's apparently obvious. According to her, most people's I had mainly not native English speaker be like, yeah, I'm British, but even 1 or 2 native speakers were like, yeah, they thought I'm British. I don't know. Sometimes I sound a bit more British, sometimes not that much, I guess. Yep. Austrian. But since I said I speak German, it was a little bit narrowed down. Since there are, I think, 3 countries where German is... Yeah, I think there are maybe 4 countries where German is the language. Germany, Liechtenstein, Austria, and Switzerland. I know, that's to some degree, I don't know. Sometimes German also just slips out. That's the thing. If you speak interchangeably in 2 languages. If I speak German, I often enough switch into English or use English words. The other way around is not that prevalent usually, especially if I get used to it. So if I talk for a while, I usually get into the flow, but if I speak German, I often enough switch to English since some stuff is just easier since I'm more used to it. Which also has become a problem. If I have to write something down, so write a report or something, I often have to think about how to write it in German. Yeah, I sometimes use German words while speaking German, or to just switch parts of a sentence or a whole sentence into English. So yeah, it depends with whom I'm talking to. For example, with mom, I have to really try not to, since she wouldn't really understand. But with some of my friends, or for example with my best friend, I can just switch into English and it's fine, since they are fluent as well, so it's fine. And sometimes I switch to German, but on stream, but very rarely. Mainly if I want to annoy someone. Since it's funny, since most people obviously here won't understand German. And it's funny if people don't understand. And German sounds apparently pretty weird. Yeah, I I don't really watch anything German, so I have my PC in English. I use basically any website, anything in English. I only watch stuff, so movies, series, whatever, English. So I'm just I only use German in real life. So if I go out or I don't know, talk with someone in Austria, otherwise I only use English. I don't know. I get just used to it. And yeah, the older generation here does not really speak English so well. So it's at most, yeah, they barely scrape by if they're lucky. But the newer generations, I think in basically any developed or somewhat developed country, is a bit better in English since it has become a bit more normalized to learn English in school. Plus, yeah, if you are on the internet, you gotta know a little bit of English usually. Since yeah, if you are into a niche topic on the internet, there's a good chance that this niche topic doesn't have a translation or a community in your language. So mm, German and English have the same letters. There are just a few interchangeable, but you wouldn't really see a difference. So if you didn't know English or German, and if I write down a sentence, or two sentences, you couldn't differentiate between them. So there's no noticeable difference between English or German if you write it. If you have a language where letters are completely different, most of them are Asian, then obviously, but in German we just have three extra letters. The rest is basically the same as in English. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to read my sentences anyways, since yeah, I suck. I'm dyslexic to the degree where if I write a sentence, it's most people wouldn't really understand. Unironically. Um, do you all know English and German? Any extras? So, in Austria, the older generations, I told you, most of the older generations learn it somewhat, but barely scrape by. Then the newer generations all learn German, obviously, then English, and if they go into a high degree of education, then they have to learn a third language, usually, which is either Spanish, French, or I think Italian, or Chinese nowadays. I had Spanish, but I suck at Spanish, so no se habla español. I'm not revealing my feet, even though I think I you could see my feet on a handcam stream or cooking stream, and I wore my striped socks. Yeah, I think I answered that one. I know a little bit of Spanish, but no se habla español. I I I I absolutely suck at learning languages. So I'm actually miserable at that. It's I'm not good at math or any other not any class in school was as bad as learning languages. Any type of language. So I was literally classified as a special needs student for English and German. So that should give you the scope. Was recess and lunch break? I was actually pretty good in most secondary side subjects, whatever. So the primary subjects like math, German, English. English in the later, so in the higher schools, I was pretty good since I never had to study, since I was fluent at it at that point. But back in the day, I was a special needs student, like I said. So English, German, math, I don't know, what was... Yeah, those subjects, the important subject, I absolutely sucked at. But everything else, like nutrition, so health, or biology, any natural science, anything like that, art, I excelled in. I never studied or did anything, and I was pretty good at it. I know, but I could have gone to a school closer to me, so I would have been there by bike in, I think, 10 to 15 minutes. But I went to a school that was 45 minutes away with public transport, and I think it's more than that with the bike, because this closer school only had Spanish. Only had French, and I didn't want to go to a school that is French. Now I didn't want to study French since it's a lot harder to learn in general than Spanish. Plus, it's even harder for someone with dyslexia to learn than Spanish. The Go Home Club. Yeah, we don't really have clubs. So in America, and I think in Japan, it's very huge that you have club activities after school. We don't really have that. So we have our classes, and then you go home. So we don't really have those. Yeah, you can go to this club and do whatever sport or whatever. We just have our classes, and then it's over. So. Oh, you meant it as sarcasm? Yeah, but there is what Catalan, I think it's called. It's a mixture out of Spanish and French. So there is an actual mixed language between French and Spanish. So, and overall, if you are fluent in, let's say, 3 languages, you're probably not that bad at languages, first of all. Second, if you know all those languages, English, French, and Spanish, and German, Spanish, and English, then French shouldn't be the big issue. That shouldn't be the hurdle. Catalan, yes. Barcelona. I only know it's in the northeast mainly. It's been a while since I had to study Spanish. But yeah, I know there are people that don't struggle with learning languages, but I'm dog shit at it. It's been a while since I was in school, but about, let's say, 6 to 8 years ago, I would have struggled with even introducing myself. So having a short introduction with my name and hobbies and I don't know, whatever, that thing in English, that would have been a disaster. Nowadays, yeah, it's fine. I just learned it. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I had to study a bit of Spanish, I don't know, geography and history in Spanish class, but I don't know. It For me it's just whatever. I'm not that that's a class I think I had the best marks in, but I never was good at it. Geography. So the weird thing is most people are that like geography, like the yeah, this city is there. Which countries in the EU? Whatever. I suck at that, but I excel in the what's it called? Um, Financial geography. So more like capitalism. So how is each country connected? What resources does this country have? What's its natural, I don't know, resource? What resource did develop over the years? What is the export? How do they export? Those kind of things are easy for me. Actually, Spain, I don't know. Spain was a long time in the same region. It just got invaded by the not by the Turks. Who was it? The oh, Arabian? I don't know. Middle East. Some huge force from the Middle East. So Spain was super religious. Then they got invaded. Then half of the country was Muslim. So they were super Christian. Then half of the country was Muslim. Then there were the reconquistadors, so the reconquerors. So they reconquered a lot of the stolen conquered areas back. And that's why some of the architecture in Spain is very European and some of them is very Middle East. And there are synagogues, I think that's the name of the Muslim churches, that are repurposed back to Christian churches. And there was, I think, even back and forth that Christian churches became synagogues and then back to Christian churches. Yeah, Spanish history is interesting. Yeah, over here we have in Austria, in the very south, in the mountains, we have apparently a language that's only spoken by a few villages. That's just disconnected from the rest of the us. It's not German. It's just weird, different English because it's developed independently in the mountains somewhere so much backwards that yeah, German uh, language development just didn't reach. But we had a lot of native languages, but I think they were already snuffed out in the Roman times. So, but yeah, and in I guess America and South America, I would assume the most languages were snuffed out in the shortest amount of time over there. Also, the most cultures. Since yeah, there were a lot of people snuffed out as well. Africa probably also got quite significantly robbed of its identity, since yeah, isn't in the it was also a German colony in Africa, the southeast, no, in the east somewhere, I think. Yeah, reset is a nice way to put it. They got snuffed out by conventional warfare, um by yeah, biological warfare indirectly, and whatever. Yeah, I think that's a good development. I think you can go in basically any country outside of France, and people there will understand English, at least to some degree. They might not be able to have a full conversation with you, but if you ask them how to, I don't know, do whatever, or if you go into a hotel and want to have a room, you will be understood. Yeah, yeah. I think it was the Elfenbein, Ivory Coast, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. And I think South Africa was also some German area or Austrian. I think they founded, yeah, first founded from the European direction. That's why some of the area, cities down there are German, so German named. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think an Austrian or German went there for the first time, so sailed around the south of Africa to the Indian Ocean, and while they stopped there, I think that's why some of the cities there were called German names or something. I don't know. I'm not super sure. I know they speak English there, and I know it's supposed to be one of the more chilled countries. So African countries. Also, not just because of it's politically relatively stable, plus the weather is not awful compared to a desert. And I don't like warm weather. So South Africa is probably too warm for me anyways. That's also such a meme, since the Brits often are like, yeah, super inconvenient by any change of weather, and it's too warm, it's too humid or whatever. The meme is like, yeah, how could the Brits conquer most of the known world and be that weak against weather effects? Also, yeah, the Brits conquered the whole world, stole all the spices, and refused to use them. I think I gotta plug in my phone. Shitting on the Brits. Such a nice pastime. Also, since we are talking about it, where are you from, if you don't mind? It's always interesting to broaden my collection. Since I think I have viewers from I think every country, the country of every continent and a lot of countries. So okay, now I want to see. I'm pretty sure it's fish and chips. I wouldn't be surprised. Or blood pudding or something. Okay, it actually is. How? Isn't that an Indian food? I never ate it, but that's actually funny. Okay, yeah. Are you American? Or Canadian? Canadian is Stabby is from Canada. Americans and Brits are, I think, the most prevalent here. Yeah, imagine you. Nicholas Armstrong is everyone knows him, and you did basically the same thing. You just went there 2 minutes later. No one remembers you. I would feel so destroyed. One man went into history and will be remembered probably till the day humanity dies out. And the other man who did the same thing 2 minutes later, yep, sucks to suck, but no one will know your name. Okay, the most popular country, populated country. So India, I think it's India. Yeah, India or China, but China has too big of rural areas. I think China has the biggest populated cities, but it's I think India. So you are from the British colonies, so that makes you almost a part-time Brit. Yeah, I have at least two people who are from. So they're currently not that here that often, but I have two regulars that are from India. Especially at the beginning when I started this, a lot of my viewers came from Southeast Asia. I think I had half the countries from Southeast Asia in my community. Yeah, just statistically speaking, India has a lot of people, and considering a lot of people have internet connection, probably a small city over there has as many people as the whole of Austria. So yeah, not just cheap internet. You can. It's it's a relatively poor country, but it's not poor enough to not have internet infrastructure and the population not having a phone or something. But yeah, I don't know. India. Ooh, it wasn't. There was. I was gonna. I was gonna do. I would. I was planning on doing a Indian food. I don't know, tier list or whatever. Since I think I never really went to an Indian restaurant or something. So okay, that's pretty good. 2 gigabytes a day. Oh, you came back. Did you did you hear me criticizing your art? Next time I'm gonna go harder since you call me a simp. I constructively criticized your art. And that means I'm not gonna make lemon shark art. I was thinking about doing it when you come in, but now I don't wanna. I would have made lemon shark. You're eating. Have fun eating and getting fat. And yeah, he is Japanese. And for some reason mean today. I don't know. But yeah, I have a few old school regulars as well that are from Southeast Asia. So a few Japanese people and such. But he needs to buy the sushi. I don't know. Japan is at least one of the countries I would want to visit at one point. I'm not really someone who likes to travel, but something like Japan, maybe Ireland. I don't know. There's not really a lot I would want to visit. Maybe Scotland, if you're in Ireland already, and Scotland is supposed to be pretty nice. America is a country I would visit there if I had a reason to go there. But not otherwise. Yeah, sketchy also is alright in Japanese. I don't know Japanese. I don't even know the Japanese you learn from anime, since I watch dubbed anime. I watch English dub, since subbed, I can't watch anything in subtitles. It's literally borderline impossible and just unenjoyable. But yeah, a lot of weebs learn Japanese. You like to consume Yeah, the Japanese content sphere, especially the TV shows, are interesting, not gonna lie. In Austria we had Takeshi's Castle. That was probably one of the best shows over here in that regard, and I think the only Japanese show that was shown over here, and it was funny. But yeah, Japanese shows are quite over the top usually. But it's not really my cup of tea. It's too noisy. Takeshi's Castle, I think Takeshi's Castle was all over the world. Americans know it. I think everyone watched Takeshi's Castle. It was just... it's not even a good show, actually, if you think about it. But it's such a dumb, fun show. Watching dudes fall over, plant the face against floor, and it's just awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, we all know that he's the fat one over here, since he's just fat. We all know that. he is fat maxing. I struggle on with putting on weight, and he is just a coloss. He is thick, and I thought he is eating, but apparently he is so good at eating that he's already finished. Burn. usually he's nicer and very chill, but recently he has become a bit I don't know, educated since he got before he got married even. I don't know. Oh, I know what happened. Isn't that a meme? If as soon as you get married, you become fat since you don't have to find someone to settle down with. I think I know what happened. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if that's the truth, but I will take it as the truth since it suits my narrative. So yeah, we all know you are fat, Chris. That's how you use your brain. Here it is. Also, I just realized I usually never use this background since I don't like it. I made it I think 2 years ago, and I'm trash as art, and have at least become a little better. But I still adore the background since all the shit I put into the background is funny. Portuguese. Yeah, didn't the Portuguese also have colonies, I think mainly in Japan? Or had trade in Japan? Okay, only because your granddad had Portuguese. Oh, then you. I think Portuguese. They probably have blood relation citizenship, which means one of your parents probably had the Portuguese citizenship, and you got it by just being their child, not ground-based citizenship like in the U.S. Blood-based. I did not like the. I didn't remember the legal naming for it, but I don't know. Yeah, I can do that already. I think the Austrian passport is actually the best one you can get. I think we are only banned in 2 countries or something. So there's, unironically, almost no better passport to travel with. I didn't plan on traveling, but useful. I think only Switzerland or something would be slightly better. But especially since we are a European country, we don't really get involved in too much politics, and we are neutral. We are basically out of the yeah. Yeah, the thing is, you probably gotta be able to speak Portuguese. You probably have to be fluent there. Yeah, as long as you don't look into history too much, we are always just lovely people. Actually, if you look far enough into history, for example, the Habsburger dynasty was known for not wanting to go to war. They were more political powerhouses to detriment for their blood purity. or rather, their blood stayed super pure, which caused problems. But we didn't really cause too many wars. We just went like, yeah, just marry them. We are good then. Yeah, Japanese history is also super fucked up. So Japanese history has interesting periods where there was a lot of fucked up stuff going on. Yeah, yeah. Austrian history just we just produced one dude who got shot into his skull, who got his brains splattered on the street, and one dude who wanted to be an artist but didn't get into art school. But conveniently enough, most people forgot that the artist was Austrian and think he was German. But yeah, I think no country out there has a nice history. Every country has some fucked up past. That's normal. And yeah, Japanese nowadays most countries are relatively docile. Since yeah, going to war is basically politically, economically, in any regard, suicide for the country. Since yeah, if you invade someone, you are not gonna be well liked on the world stage, which cripples your economy. So most people wouldn't really want to invade someone unless you are dumb doofus, like certain countries. But yeah, yeah, but in Russia, it was the Soviet Union, which is a bit more, yeah, was a bit more inclusive back then. So the East Bloc countries were a bit more connected. But over here, it was basically since he got thrown, he didn't. So story time. He got thrown out of art school. Then he was super in poverty and living in a working house thing, so basically almost homeless. Then there was World War One. He tried to enlist in the Austrian army. They were like, "Nah, you're too pathetic." Then he went to the German army. They were like, "Yep, we need anyone. It doesn't matter. Come along to the wonderful land of war." And yeah, then I think he even got some medals. Then he came back, went into politics, got arrested, went back into politics, and then he took over. But yeah, he basically didn't really like Austria that actually he still liked it, but he was a little bit pissed he didn't get into Austrian army. Yeah, the thing is, Austria is regarded as the first victim of the nation and of Nazis. So it basically first invaded country, but over here it was more like, yeah, Germany was taken over by the Nazis. It was politically, yeah, it was their turf, and then they were like, yeah, Austria, do you want to join us? Came over, and there are images where Hitler came in and it was basically a parade with thousands of people on the street wanting to join. It was yeah, a forced, yeah, you're gonna join, but at the same time a lot of people wanted to join anyways. So it was forced, but most people would have done it anyways. It was peaceful. So we are still regarded. So, for example, in past war, whatever reparations, we were not really that taxed that hardly, that strongly. But yeah, they were like, yeah, you're gonna join us, or you wanna join us? Then they came over and they had, one second, they had pamphlets. So there are parades where I think Hitler drives through, and they are ecstatic. So they are, a lot of people are on the streets parading and being like, yeah, he's our savior. But at the same time, there were pamphlets where it's like, where it was like this, and someone with a gun standing there. If you didn't get this one, you were in trouble. What's good? I'm doing good, yeah. Hope you're doing good as well. Welcome in. But yeah, it was basically like volunteer, but not really. You back? Why are you all back? Did you stop stream already? What you doing, Sketchy? Why you here? What do you want? I'm scared. Also, Benny, hello. Did you send them over? I'm confused. Let's see. Did Sketchy already stop stream? Let's see. I didn't know what's going on. Nah, she's apparently still alive.
Bro, what do you mean I'm not putting the allegations? What do you mean? Yes or no? No, the answer is no to that, cheese.
I told you.
The answer is no.
Let's see what she's gonna say. What she wants. It's her stream. 1 second.
Okay. Now then.
1 second. And I told you, if I get to 500 subs before Sketchy, I'm gonna do the freestyle. So probably never.
Okay. Now then. Right, we've got that. Let's go. What? Hurry on. What? What's with the question mark? What I do? We're gonna have to file a lawsuit. If yes, I say no. He likes to race Sketchy 2025. Well, he's red.
I believe in myself. I have strong beliefs in myself. But
all right, I'll put you in, and if you don't win,
okay, I think she was just coming in to be annoying. And yeah, Benny, I think you're probably here since Sketchy shooed you out of her stream.
Sorry, hon. What I do to you? What I do?
Does she have memory loss?
Fine, I will place 2 kings then Delta.
Yeah, my stream is very calm, very chill. I have a deep voice.
Will 1 king beat everyone, or did I place other units?
Oh, you asked her permission to harass me. And I asked for her to allow that. Plus, you cannot harass her and ask her why she came in.
Okay, I'm just dumb. Okay. I will make you the Grim Reaper then. Oh, did we win? Okay, no, we did. Oh, wait, we won. I put 1 king in and we won. All right, let's see. What level are we on? Chat? All right, let's see. So on the Wild West, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, let's ask her.
12, 13, 14, 15.
While harassing her, let's see what we can do with points. Let's drown her again. That's my usually go-to.
Because I was. Daria, don't redeem so many hydrates. I didn't bring a water bottle up. I don't want to have to run away. Daria's pulling my stream up on the live tab.
Yeah.
Darian!
I'm exposing you. Okay.
Darion's a simp, and that's all I have to say about that, okay?
She's
Darion's
lying.
a simp. And you know what? Let's say this guy, this Monkey King, not Monkey King, you know what? I'm gonna say this samurai is Darion, okay?
I'm a samurai.
You know what?
You everyone
happens,
heard
you know,
that?
if he's a simp, he won't die. But if he is a simp, he will die. You see? He is a simp.
Since
okay?
when are
He
there
is a bloody
safe
fucking
throwers
simp,
in the game?
okay?
I think I gotta play the game again. Okay, that's something.
He is a simp, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Okay.
Ah, she is certainly something. She is British, so nah. Let's just say she has a bit more energy and I don't know, a higher voice than me. She is a bit more chaotic in general, but yeah, it's just her, I guess. She tried to be a bit more chill on a few streams, but I think she never really managed to. I don't know. What do I usually stream? Basically anything. So recently I often streamed Cult of the Lamb, so the dungeon crawler, what's it called? Roguelike. But I played Subnautica recently. I made some art streams, some sculpting, some cooking, so whatever. It mean basically, if you can think of it, I've probably done it or would do it. And usually it's mainly just, yeah, chilling, hang out, whatever. But I don't know, I felt like doing just chatting stream, since usually, even if I play a game, it basically is a just chatting stream anyways. I usually, yeah, I'm not the best gamer ever, but I'm alright, and mainly just, I don't know, hang out and chat. That's whatever. That's how it is. A few things I usually don't stream is like, I don't know, sports games or shooters. I'm not good at shooters and I don't like sport. But aside of that, I don't know. Mainly anything you can think of. I know. I don't need to compete with her. I still need to, I don't know, humble her. What are you doing here? You know, coming in my stream is quite a simple behavior. Disgusting. Did you pull up my stream on your stream? Please. Ah, you didn't. Damn it. I would have shown the beauty. Oh, damn it, I deleted it. Did I? Oh. I think we gotta redo this super quick and post it everywhere. Obviously, you can see this is fan art of her. She didn't save the one she made for me, which hurt me. Okay, there it is. Thought I lost my pen. Favorite pen. Ah, that's too pointy. So, that's an actual nice British mouth, isn't it? It makes it so much more horrifying. Anything else we should add? I don't know. Let's add a few more veins, I guess. I like drawing veins. Anything else? What does she need? I still hate how I drew the bow. I think I drew it out with my mouse. I'm not sure. Or nah, I drew it with the tablet, but that tablet was super laggy or something. Since we drew it on a different software. What else? What else? Big ears? I think you can't even see her ears on her mouth. I just had to add them, since, I don't know, it's important. That's fine. It's good enough. How can I forget? Obviously, I gotta sign this masterpiece. I think I gotta post that super quick on Twitter and on her Discord, since obviously beautiful, and I like bullying her. Like, bullying is just the best pastime ever. And there she is. Need an image. Ugh. But I think I'm gonna be ending it soon, since I'm actually kinda tired, plus I feel that my voice is a little bit giving out. No, here, then I think it's fine. Let's find this one. Yeah. Sketchy. There we go. So yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I have to work quite a while tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna be too tired when I come home. But the day after tomorrow should be fine. And yeah, I don't know. Have a nice day till then, and yeah, hope I see you. Bye. I don't know what's gonna be on next stream. If you give me some suggestions, I might do them, but it might be some gaming or just chatting or art or whatever. I don't know what I feel like.